Hello students, welcome to the session. I am Mr. M.H. Mota, Assistant Professor, Department of Civil Engineering. This session is on sewer appurtenances. The outcome of this session. At the end of this session, you will be in a position to explain various types of sewer appurtenances and their significance in efficient operation and maintenance of sewerage system. So sewer appurtenances. These are the various accessories installed into the sewerage system and are necessary for efficient operation and maintenance of such system. They generally includes the things like manholes, lamp holes, the inlets, catch basins, inverted siphons, etc. So we'll start the discussion from manhole. So manholes are masonry or RCC chambers constructed at suitable intervals along the sewer lines for providing access into them. They are generally circular, rectangular or square in shape. The manholes are classified on the basis of its depth, and they are classified as shallow or normal and deep manhole. So shallow manhole. Shallow manholes are those manholes which has got a depth around 0.7 to 0.9 meter. It is constructed at the start of branch sewer or at places which are not subjected to heavy traffic. Such manholes are provided with a light cover at its top and is called as an inspection chamber too. So generally these types of manholes are provided at the domestic areas. The figure describes the section of such shallow manhole. Normal manholes are even very similar to this. Only difference is that they generally used to have a depth in a range of 0.9 to 1.5 meter. These are the recent development in manhole or inspection chamber where the ready-made manholes are available and which have been made up of PVC kind of material which can be directly installed, and they even can help us to connect much number of pipes with ease, and they are quite quite strong enough to resist the loads, and they even are quite resilient in fighting against the chemical nature of the wastewater. Next is the deep manhole. It is a manhole having a depth more than 1.5 meter. The section of such manhole is generally not kept the same. It means that the size in the upper portion is lesser as compared to the lower portion of that, and it generally used to have the offset at the intermediate depths. The steps are provided in such manhole for facilitating descending into the manhole and to enable the workers to go up to its bottom, which is essential at the time of cleaning and maintenance of such manholes. This figure indicates the vertical cross section of deep manholes, where you can see that at top the diameter or size is very less as compared to the lower part or the bottom part of it, and it even used to have the benching at various points along with the provision of steps so that a person who is entering here can have the easy access. This is a three-dimensional view of such deep manhole. The location of manholes. Manholes are generally provided at every change in alignment of sewers, at every change in gradient of sewers, at every junction of two or more sewers, at head of all sewers or branches, and wherever there is a change in the size of sewer. Means a larger size is to be made, then once again the manholes are to be provided. On straight reaches of sewers, manholes are provided at regular spacing which depends on the size of sewer. The larger the diameter of sewer, greater may be the spacing between two manholes. Further, the spacing between manholes also depends upon the type of equipment used for the cleaning of such sewers. This table provides the information about the spacing of manholes as per Indian Standard 4111 Part 1 1991. So according to different diameter of sewer, the recommended spacing has been described. For sewers up to 300, the recommended spacing on a straight reaches is 45 meter. It means that we must provide the manhole rather in every 45 meters or in lesser intervals, and that can be increased as the diameter of sewer increases. As the diameter increases, it becomes easier for cleaning, and because of that the recommended spacing even is more. Next is the drop manhole. A drop manhole is a type of manhole which is constructed onto a sewer line, where a sewer at higher level is to be connected to another sewer at a lower level. Or in other words, drop manhole is provided at the junction of two sewers, where these two sewers are generally located at different depths or different elevation. The sewer is brought into through a down pipe taken from the branch sewer to the bottom of the manhole. This provides the section of such a drop manhole, where one can see that the pipes at different elevations can be rather joined by providing such drop manhole. Next is the lamp hole. Lamp holes are the small openings on the sewers which permits the insertion of a lamp into a sewer. This lamp light is then viewed from the upstream as well as the downstream manholes, and these can be helpful to find out the obstructions if they are present in between the two locations of the points from viewing to the point where the lamp has been inserted. The obstructed light confirms the obstructions in the sewer. These are the figures of two types of lamp holes. So the lamp hole can be a pipe lamp hole or can be brick lamp hole. In pipe lamp hole, generally a vertical pipe is introduced to facilitate the lowering of a lamp into a main sewer line, while in brick lamp hole, that whole thing has been constructed with the help of brick masonry. The lamp hole may even serve the following purposes. One is inspection. For inspection of sewer line, an electric lamp is inserted in the lamp hole and the light of the lamp is observed from the two manholes, one upstream and other downstream of lamp hole. If a sewer length is unobstructed, the light of lamp can be seen. Second is flushing. Under certain circumstances, when no other flushing devices are available, lamp hole may be used as a something from where the flushing can be used to clean the material which is resulting in the obstruction. And third is ventilation. If the cover at the top of lamp hole is perforated, the ventilation of sewer is affected. Such lamp hole is also known as fresh air lamp holes. Next is the cleanouts. A cleanout is an inclined pipe extending from the ground and is connected to the underground sewer. It is used for cleaning the sewer pipe. This picture shows such cleanout. And in this particular figure, you can see the location of cleanout, which is at the end of the system of pipes which are designed for the collection of wastewater, say from a certain source like an individual house. So that cleanout can be installed at the end, exactly opposite to the point where the such pipes have been connected to main sewer lines. These once again are the things which are helpful for the cleaning of the pipe. Catch basins or catch pits. So catch basin is a device meant for the retention of heavy debris in storm water which otherwise would be carried into the sewer. It is an inlet which is at its outlet being placed well above its bottom so that the heavy debris such as grit, sand, etc. flowing along with the storm water is allowed to settle down, and thus they have been prevented from entering into the sewer. So as there is a deposition, it needs periodical cleaning. Otherwise, the settled organic matter may decompose and may result in producing the foul odors and may also become a breeding place for mosquitoes. So this is a cross section of such thing. Street inlets. Street inlets are the openings on the road surface at a lowest point for draining rainwater or storm water from the roads and admitting it into the underground stormwater sewers. So they generally used to have 2 to 3 types. They can be vertical inlet, horizontal inlet, or even nowadays there is an addition or the modification in the form of curb inlet has been done. So this figure shows the horizontal inlet where the inlet surface or inlet is placed horizontally, while this figure shows the inlet which is vertical in nature, and this figure shows the current version which is called as a curb inlet, which is having the horizontal as well as inclined or vertical portion which acts as an inlet for the storm water. Next are the flushing tanks. So flushing tank is provided when there is chance of blockage of sewer, when the self-cleansing velocity of sewer is very less, or when the pipe is laid straight, one needs to say install the flushing tank. It is also placed at the dead end points of sewer, which helps the flushing efficiently. These devices store water temporarily and throw it into the sewer for the purpose of flushing and cleaning the sewer. So this kind of say flushing tank can be automatic flushing tank or can be hand operated. This figure shows the cross section of automatic flushing tank where water is rather has been held by a certain small tank, and when a certain discharge line has been crossed, then water enters into overflow pipe and ultimately resulting in the overall flushing of the system. Then the grease and oil trap. Grease and oil traps are those trap chambers which are constructed in a sewer system or sewerage system to remove grease and oil. Such traps are located near the sources contributing grease and oil. For example, they can be located near the restaurants or the garages where the good amount of oily or greasy matter are discharged into the wastewater that is been coming out. Now, if grease and oil are allowed to enter into a sewer, they will stick to inner surface and will become hard and thus cause the obstruction. The suspended matter may even will stick to such inner surface which is sticky in nature and will reduce the sewer capacity. The presence of grease and oil in sewage makes the sewage treatment difficult as they generally interferes the biochemical reactions. The presence of a layer of grease and oil on the surface does not allow oxygen to penetrate, and which once again give rise to a bad odors and even interferes with the secondary treatments. And such presence even increase the possibility of explosion into the sewer lines. Next are the inverted siphons. So these are the things which have been placed into a sewer section constructed lower than the adjacent sewer section, and it's run full under the gravity with pressure greater than the atmosphere. The section of that has been shown. Last are the storm water regulators. So these are constructed into a combined sewerage system and permits the diversion of excess storm water into a nearby system. These may be of following types. So the storm water regulator can be leaping weir, can be overflow weir, or can be siphon spillway. In this figure we can easily understood the importance of such thing, where in case of excessive water they permits the overflow, while in other cases they are generally diverting the water for the treatment. These are the references. And that's it for this session. Let's meet